What's up, guys? Hey, for those of you that already read my post on Facebook about how to handle unhappy clients, you don't need to watch this video. This video is for those of you who didn't read that or don't follow me on Facebook. You might find this beneficial, so listen up. How to handle unhappy clients.
Let me ask you something. How hard is your job? How intelligent do you have to be to take a food order?
So I had a friend and fellow photographer ask me the other day how I deal with clients who aren't happy with my service.
I want somebody really pissed off. I'm talking about DEFCON 2 level of anger.
So I thought this would be a perfect opportunity to share my thoughts on this so you can all hopefully find value in my response. I do have 8 years as an entrepreneur under my belt after all, and yes, although I've had my share of unhappy clients, you will notice of all my reviews online, there are no negative ones. Not one in 8 years, and I've only ever given 3 refunds. So what's my method? I'll explain in a way that references what I know best, photography and design. But before you leave this video, understand these tips can be applied to any kind of business. So listen up. First of all, I've learned over the years that there will always be assholes. There just are. And those who will be unhappy no matter what you do.
You're being an asshole, and they're like, no, I'm not. Well, it's not up to you if you're an asshole or not. That's up to everybody else.
These people are habitual complainers and time wasters. I can now spot them from a mile away, and I just avoid working with them. These people almost always want a deal.
How much is it?
$8,600.
We will give you $10.
They will lowball you and undervalue your work from the very beginning. They will somehow convince you to accept their offer with the promise of less or easier work than usual. They will then take up all your time and end up costing you. Guys, avoid these people.
Fletcher!
Holy hell!
Please. So how do we respond to the inevitable unsatisfied client? You know, the ones who crush your soul by shitting all over your piece of art you just poured your heart and soul into creating for them.
Bullshit. Bullshit. Derivative.
You've all been there. When you're a creator, a pissed off client is completely different than a pissed off customer at Blockbuster bitching about their late fees. I know this because I worked at Blockbuster for like 5 years. It hits you at your core, and because of this, you might take it personally and have a less than stellar response. So tip 1, don't take it personally. Oftentimes when a customer is complaining, it's more about them than you. So remember that. And your second tip, listen. Oftentimes your clients just want to be heard. And no matter what, always be polite, even if your client becomes rude.
Oh, ma'am, profanity is superfluous because no verbal affront could be as devastating to me as your dissatisfaction.
In fact, you should be stoked if you hear from an angry client because on average only 4% of angry customers speak up. Most of them won't say anything and just won't work with you again. Or even worse, leave you a negative review. I read that somewhere online, so it has to be true. Show empathy. Listen until they are done talking.
I gave you your chance and you didn't deliver.
Ma'am, you're upset. I'm upset.
And make sure you fully understand their concerns. Then reflect before you respond. That's big. Remember that. Third tip, communication. Do not respond to an angry client over email or Facebook or text. This alone can escalate the problem. Your client needs body language or vocal cues to fully understand your response. So meet them in person or call them. It's an amazing difference that this very small change alone can make. After your phone call, you should follow up with an email that restates the issue and resolution that should be reached. This ensures that both of you, the photographer and the client, have a record of the recent communication and mutually agreed upon resolution. Now, my fourth tip, respond with a solution. Your goal should always be to find a solution that benefits you and your client, both of you, hopefully without a refund.
No refunds.
A refund is always my last option. In the communication stage, if you show empathy and show that you understand and value their concerns, sometimes a genuine apology will resolve the problem. Just remember, bad customer service reaches twice as many people as praise for good customer service. When you're presenting a resolution, try to suggest a few options. This makes the client feel as if they have a choice. If you don't have any ideas, ask the client to specify what will make them happy. Is their response realistic? Let them know that you're available to work on a solution that makes everyone happy. You, them, everyone. Can you do a reshoot? Will it help to re-edit the photos? If you really did fuck up, own it and offer a refund if necessary.
Ma'am, you're absolutely right, and I apologize. I'm gonna get this fixed for you right away.
5th tip, always follow up. Send your clients a quick email asking if all the concerns were met. This shows you really care and value them. You could also throw in a couple extra prints, free framing, or discount on their next purchase. Those add-ons will help to rebuild trust and the relationship. You should also be prepared to realize that occasionally there is no resolution to the issue. There's just not. For people in creative fields, we just have to understand sometimes our vision just doesn't match up with that of our client. It's just how it is. So last but not least, learn. After you've reached a resolution with an unsatisfied client, take some time to reflect on your own work. What did you learn from this experience? What can you do differently next time to make sure this situation doesn't happen again? Every piece of negative feedback should be a positive learning experience for you as a creator. Use the complaint or feedback to improve your service. In the end, negative feedback and complaints are unavoidable in any industry. However, creative professionals like you and me are unique in that we deal with the additional factor that the success of our work and service is very subjective. Remember that. The best way to avoid this situation in the future is to establish clear expectations. Boom! Hope that helps you guys. That's all I got for you. And if you're wondering, Lance, why are you wearing sunglasses inside? Well, these videos make me extremely uncomfortable, so having the glasses on, they help me feel a little more comfortable. So I hope you got something out of this. Hope you learned something. Take it, live it, use it, and until next time.